This right here is some wild cannibalism slash demonic possession mess. Brazilian mom reportedly kills daughter by gouging out eyes, eating tongue. Now, this article earned its place on my Cannibal LECTER channel. So I'm going to take this video and put it on my Cannibal LECTER channel. This is some crazy stuff, man, because we're living in times where cannibalism, or people that practice cannibalism, is coming out the closet. People that's demonically possessed, we're starting to notice more and more and more people that's demonically possessed to the point where it goes unnoticed. You look at that as being the norm now. You know, a family member may display certain behaviors or traits, and you bring it to their attention, they say, oh, that's just them, that's just how they are, they're just crazy. So they pass demonic possession off, or mental illness off, as they just crazy, that's just them. And you can see in this photo, this woman in one photo, she looks kind of normal. In the other photo, she looks quite crazy, right? And I hate to use the term crazy, but I'm going to read a portion, excuse me, I'm going to read a portion of this article. A Brazilian woman allegedly, and I hate when they put allegedly in there. A Brazilian woman allegedly killed her 5-year-old daughter during a gruesome psychotic episode in which she gouged out the girl's eyes before cutting out her tongue and eating it, according to a report. Now, I'm wondering if this little girl was talking too much. Because you have children that get to a certain age, they start kind of feeling themselves. They start feeling their humanity, the fact that they're human and they can conversate and they watch adults talking. They want to be a part of that, so they will talk your ears off. And you have parents that can't handle when that child just talks without stopping, without ceasing. They're just talking and talking. Every subject under the sun they can come up with and just talk about it. And then you got parents that will say, well, you just be quiet, sit down, be quiet. They don't want to hear it because this child is talking too much. So I'm wondering why this woman targeted her daughter by gouging out her eyes and cutting out her tongue and eating it. This is some crazy demonic mess. Now, I'm going to show you why I believe this is demonic possession. All right? Because a lot of stuff happens is because of the fact that person's got mental health issues, you know, and we're living in times where now everybody is accusing everybody of having some form of mental health issue, when in reality, it's not, right? But in the Bible, it refers to mental health issues at that time as demonic possession. But the article goes on to say, Josimir Gomez da Silva, 30, was arrested Sunday at her home in the town of São Cristóvão after the girl's grandfather broke into the bathroom and discovered the horrifying scene, Newsflash reported. Then it says he had noticed blood running from an outside drain after Da Silva locked herself up inside the bathroom with her daughter. And it says the grandfather found the mother praying in a daze as the lifeless girl lay beside her. No. The investigators said the unhinged mother attacked Brenda with a pair of scissors while she was still alive, according to Newsflash. Now, listen to this, and this is what makes me believe this is demonic possession. Da Silva gave police a garbled statement the following morning in a number of languages, including Spanish. I'm going to repeat that. Da Silva gave police a garbled statement the following morning in a number of languages, including Spanish. This woman was speaking multiple languages. This sounds like This woman might have been practicing Santeria or some other type of dark art stuff, because in many cases, people become demonically possessed practicing other forms of religions or dark arts. This is some exorcist madness right here. This is something we saw on television in The Exorcist, where this females just start speaking Latin, start speaking different languages that they never learned before. So it says the Silver gave the police a garbled statement the following morning in a number of languages, including Spanish. She reportedly denied gouging out her daughter's eyes and putting her chopped tongue in her own mouth. This is some crazy mess right here, man. But has become the norm. This is the norm now. And don't be surprised if we start seeing more and more and more and more demonic activity. We see a lot now. See? And people vote for demonic activity. You know, they can see it just as clear as day. But again, I think a lot of people are bewitched too. They're put under a trance. You know, they become blind in this illusion, and they can't really tell the difference between reality and the demonic world. They can't tell the difference. They look at demonic activity as being the norm. They've accepted it. And now we're living in times where more and more and more people, especially so-called Black Americans, are taking part in demonic activity, following different ancestral religions, the same type of religion that caused the so-called Black Americans to be put in captivity by the Most High. But I'm not going to make this a religious type thing, although we find something spiritual going on here. Now, people may say, well, she didn't take her medication or she went undiagnosed and whatnot. One thing I learned in psychology when I took psychology in college was that medication does nothing but sedate you. It doesn't really deal with the problem at hand. It just mellows you out. It puts you in an alternative state of mind. But it doesn't really cure you or heal you from that. This is a spiritual issue. But the little girl, for some reason, the moms targeted her, maybe because she was the smallest or the weakest. She could have went at the dog. I know, that's a bad joke. But it says the woman is known to suffer from mental health issues, including depression, is believed to have carried out the attack during a psychotic episode. Now, this is one thing I don't like. People never talk about the depression or the mental health issues until something tragic happened. Everybody in this day and time never take responsibility for their own actions. It's always got to be a mental health issue. Something that people or family members already knew about. The woman who is known to suffer from mental health issues, including depression, is believed to have carried out the attack during a psychotic episode. She was being held at a police station in Dalmiro Galvina. I butchered that. I know I butchered it. And will be transferred to a women's prison in the state capital of Maceo during the investigation. Now, she don't need to be placed in a prison, man. She needs help. She need help, and there's too many people, man, that's behind bars, man, that need help. Just locking them away. Mainly because they don't know how to deal with it, or they don't want to deal with it. You know? So this is unfortunate. This is some demonic cannibalism nonsense, man, but don't be surprised you see more and more of this happening. You know, with all of the child sex trafficking stuff that's going on, we now have a demonic energy that's running this nation. It's been running this nation. That want open borders, that's just doing just undoing everything that was created and designed to benefit the people of this nation, but now it's all being reversed. You know, open borders, just let them in. Caravans just running to the border, letting them in. You know, giving you the right to abort your own child, to murder your own child. And I made a video in the past about that too, how much of what we see going on now could be a lot of these unborn babies that were murdered that's coming back for retribution. They're coming back for revenge, right? And because of the fact they were denied the right to live or to exist on this plane, they're now coming back saying, listen, I'm taking my rightful place. Hence, you start seeing more people open themselves up to demonic possession. But I know that's a bit far out there. It's going over some people's heads. But this is quite interesting. I'm going to put the article on the bottom. You guys can check it out for yourself. So feedback, tell me what you think, subscribe. Until next time, I'm fearless.